Hello and welcome. It's not a Warhammer Wednesday, it's a Saturday. And the weather is absolutely scorching outside. So grab yourself a cold beverage with some ice and join me as we unbox world exclusive. Is it a world exclusive? I don't know, I don't really care. But I've literally just come back from the Warhammer Fest in Coventry, in the Rickard Arena. A lot of security there, quite a few armed police, so it's fine. Got one of these as well, which is the Catalogue 2017. It's actually a little bit different than the Catalogue 2017, and I'll show you that quite briefly before we unbox this. But it's my, say, world exclusive of the unboxing, initial impressions of the Thunderhawk Gunship. So, I've always wanted one. I've held back. They've been around for a long time. They've been around longer than the Mars pattern Warhound Titan. I want to say that the Thunderhawk came out first, then it was a Lucius pattern. So the model is at least 14, 15 years old. Whereas this new one, obviously, they've learnt a lot since then in terms of building it, and they've learnt a lot from the Stormbird, and you've now got this. But yeah, literally come back just today. Let me just quickly touch upon this new sort of Catalogue 2017. The only sort of new things I found was the Thunderhawk, as you can see, 450. Stormbird is 750. Also, you have Magnus in there, along with the Magnus Leman Russ diorama, and you also have Magistus Amon, or Amon. And you don't have any of the variants of the Sicarans, and I really would suggest you follow me on Instagram, because I've been putting pictures of all new models and models that aren't even in this on my Instagram. It's the first place you'll see them. I upload them as soon as I sort of see them, if that makes sense. But yeah, no new Sicaran variants, but I've taken pictures and they're on Instagram. And my upcoming video, which I'll try and release tomorrow, well, on the Sunday, will be of the actual Warhammer Fest itself. Here we go, Legio Custodes. So you've got the different tanks. So you've got the Caladius Annihilator now, and then also look, you've got this Telemon pattern Heavy Dreadnought, which I did pick up. It's huge. So that will actually be the video after this. So yeah, I'm pulling out all the stops, and that's really because the last few weeks have been sort of old videos, so I wanted to give you some new ones. I don't think the Carachnus was in the other 2017 catalogue either. But apart from that, pretty much the same. I can't think of any other new things that they put on there. They don't have the new Imperial Armour books on there yet, but again, I'll be posting pictures of those. Basically, Forge World are creating new Imperial Armour books for the new Warhammer 40,000 rules. So you'll find out more about them soon. It's a special unboxing, special knife. Let's have a look. I actually spoke to the designer of the model as well, and he was awesome. Very enthusiastic about it. Gave me some hints, tips and tricks, I suppose. So hopefully everything's okay in this box. No warpage or anything like that. Those dorsal fins look great. You've got this all sort of plexiglass type cockpit viewing area now. Very nice. So you can either paint on top of that or just leave it as it is. I might just leave it as it is, but just paint the actual, armour struts, if that makes sense. But really great, and it would have been nice if they had that on the Stormbird, but there we go. There's a front door assault ramp, and I had a look at the mechanism and things. You don't need to magnetise it, it will open and close freely. You won't really have any issues with that. Bag of all the sort of heavy bolters and las cannons, well, no las cannons in there, but you've got the las cannon power packs. And then in this bag, you've got the what looks to be part of the engine, or the thruster, and you've got the landing feet themselves, huge things. You have an option of either having the feet up or down. It's really up to you. They don't do a base with it, and they said that they just won't do bases for things this big, for Stormbird or for this. So you might either have to sort of custom make your base for it, or just have it on its landing gear, which it's a little bit annoying, because obviously if you're coming from it from a gaming perspective, then yeah, you want to use a Thunderhawk or you want to use a Stormbird, and if you don't have a base for it at all, you can't really use it. Because of the amount of sort of surface area it takes up on the board. You could use it as an objective or something like that, but at the moment these large flying vehicles, in my opinion, are more aimed at sort of collectors, just because of the logistics of moving Ron around the board without a base. This is the Thunderhawk cannon, or I'm just going to have mine as a turbo laser. A little bit of slippage in there, but nothing too bad. All those seem fine. All of this is going in a bath tonight, along with me. All of this is going in a bath tonight, and I'm going to wash all of this releasing agent off. We have some missiles there. They look just like the ones off the Stormbird. You've got some heavy bolters. With the armour piece already on, that's pretty cool. Then you've got the landing feet struts, and you've got the air brakes. Again, you don't need to glue these in place. They will sort of open, well, deploy and close as you wish. You've got the front panels. They look pretty much perfect. What else have we got in there? That's about it in that bag. I have to sort of close these up because I don't want any pieces falling out. So again, you've got some more exhaust for the thrusters here, and you've got the intakes too. There you go. Quite straightforward. They look the same, if not very similar to the Stormbird one. Look great quality. Probably say even better quality than the Stormbird, in my opinion. What else have we got in here? I'd say we've got the gunner and the pilot, or the pilot and co-pilot, whatever you want to call it. You've got the thrusters, the retro thrusters, obviously for getting it off the ground, because the previous model I don't think had any, the designer was telling me. So, you know, even though all these aircraft that are massive sort of work on space magic to get them lifted and, you know, be aerodynamic and things, but still, it's nice little touches like that sort of, you know. Here are the las cannons. These are quite beastly las cannons, actually. Some of the biggest las cannons I've ever seen, other than on the radio. Look at these huge las cannons. And again, these can be sort of moved according to the dorsal fins. So you don't have to have them like that. If the dorsal fins are raised high, you can have them actually, you know, the right way compared to the dorsal fin. So that's a good little touch. Not much more of interest in that bag. Just one more bag, and then you've got the larger parts. So in here, we've got the nose. I think that's quite straightforward. That will need a bit of tidying up. Oh, especially there, look at that slippage there. That is going to be a bit of a pain. And around there. And on the front itself, some horrible releasing agent stuff there. Okay, so that's a bit of a fail, really. This looks, yeah, that looks quite decent though. Nice, smooth, flat. Bit of slippage inside. Usually you get that. This is the underside sort of intakes. This is the tricky bit not to leave out, the designer told me. Yeah, they look quite straight. Bit of slippage along there though, that's not very good. And a little bit there. And then the cockpit itself. That looks very similar to the Stormbird cockpit. Very similar. Right, so let's have a look at those pieces. Now let's have a look at the main pieces. The largest pieces. I mean, this project, this is not going to be finished anytime soon. When I mean anytime soon, I'm going to work really hard on it to try and finish it in the next couple of weeks. Sort of dry fit, or you know, dry build, because this is now the big speed bump to my army update video, because everything's finished. Everything I want is finished, and I don't really want to leave this in its box or to the side when I do the army update. I want this included in that. So, right, some of the big pieces. Let's judge these. Oh, that looks fine. Yeah, that looks okay. It also said if you want the interior painted as usual. Look, they're the holes for the retro thrusters to spray the inside. I like the fact that there's steps either side. That's awesome. The real question everyone's asking, of course, is how many Primaris Space Marines can you fit in one of these? So that looks great. Oh. This is the top. Whoa, something's happened there. Okay, no, that's fine. No issues whatsoever. Oh, there's a bit of slippage on there, so I'll have to shave that down. Nothing on the other side though, and that is the top. So that looks great. Right. This is the rear. The way he sort of explained it is to build the bottom and then the top and then fit them both together. That's the way he sort of explained to, and there's where the air brakes go, just there, those two. That looks quite decent. Okay. And then this is the front, I think. I want to say the front. A bit of slippage along there. Other side's fine. Oh, a couple more pieces left. So, oh, that's the wing. And then I take it this is the other wing. Let's just make sure I've got one left and one right, okay? Let's see. Yeah, that looks... Yeah, that is one left, one right. I think they're both exactly the same anyway though, so... and they go in sort of like that, at a bit of a angle. Sorry for the barking, the mountain dog is going a bit crazy. And there's all the mounting points for the heavy bolter, the landing feet and the missiles. So there you go. Just a quick look at the instructions. Oh. No rules as of yet, but I think they're going to be in the Imperial Armour book. Tony said he wants to have them out in the next few weeks to coincide with the new 40k release, so that's pretty promising. Honestly, I could have spent more there, but I know that there's going to be the new release and new Primaris Space Marines, and I know that I'm going to feel the need to sort of buy a few squads and things, so that's why I just stuck with this and the Dreadnought and a couple of characters, which you will see in upcoming videos. I'll release them over the next few weeks. I'm not going to release them all at once, just this and the Dreadnought unboxing and first look today. That's what I'm going to show. But this is the instruction book. So I say 63 parts. There aren't, because there are 2 of each of the parts. But there you go, they're the instructions. So you actually put the air brakes on quite early on in the process. You glue the larger parts, and then look, the upper and the lower slot together. And then once you've done the upper and the lower, you then attach the wings. It looks as straightforward, if not more straightforward, than the Stormbird actually. This looks, yeah. And there you go, you can assemble the missiles. So you've got the 6 missiles there. So there you go. That is I say world exclusive look unboxing at the Space Marine Thunderhawk Gunship. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor protects.